Dome Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, heavyweight news. You know we got the big fight on the weekend. Ruiz Jr., Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Anthony Joshua. Got an undercard. And you got Dillian Whyte coming back. You know, heavyweight contender who had his fight with on July the 20th with Oscar Rivas was doped, right? And we've all been waiting on the B sample. It still hasn't come out, right? So we were silent for a while, but now, you know, he was able to fight on the card against Marius Vach. And, you know, he's been interviewed. Now, he's similar to Republicans to me. I've seen enough to never take him serious anymore, ever, right? I've seen them, you know, not being patriotic, not doing what they've been voted in for, scared of a base that is obviously doesn't care about anything except race, things like that. And those are the decision makers. Seen them go far enough that there's no coming back for that kind of person unless they're replaced and there's a total, you know, where they denounce these type of people. If that doesn't happen, there's no way I'll ever listen to that again. Dillian Whyte is similar. You know, he has people that might listen to the things that he says about other fighters, and he's already been in negotiation, hasn't fought people, right? Luis Ortiz, for example, Dominic Brazil, all of those people, Kubrat Pulev, had opportunity over opportunity, and been doped twice, right? And so at that point, you should just be coming in humble, beating people up. But you keep talking about people that you wouldn't fight. So yes, he slammed Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz, basically saying whatever, who cares? Wasn't nothing positive. You understand? He didn't get no, you know, nothing here. So all you have to do is fight him. So who cares what he says about Ortiz? He said something, you know, whatever. And bottom line is, hey, he's there to be fought. Do that, right? And he also says, listen, this is the main thing. I'm not banned. I can fight anywhere. He's not banned. He can fight anywhere. Okay, so with statements like that, the UKAD, you know, the United Kingdom Drug Agency, they need to come out and say something. They're suspect. The world is watching. They're letting the guy say nothing. Now, you got about 4 months, and you guys haven't made a statement. Even Eddie Hearn was saying yesterday that, you know, it's time for them to make a statement or something, right? So he's basically distancing himself from the UKAD. This is a drug agency who didn't release the B sample within 24, 48 hours or a week. 4 months, not the B sample is not there. The results are not there, and the statement has not been there to the fighter. So now he can come out on the offense. And I guarantee you they've already talked. Basically, ain't nothing going to happen. Just like we said, that's the kind of thing that goes on in boxing. So Dillian Whyte right now shouldn't be taken seriously. He's a good boxer, and he brings an attitude with him. You know you're going to see a fight when Dillian Whyte is in the house. Those are the positives. But being doped twice, right? This is the second, you know, instance where this has happened with this guy. And continuing to talk the Deontay Wilder talk when everyone knows, you know, some just won't say it, right? Like Republicans will say, hey, Ukraine got their money, right? You can leave it like that. That's good enough for people that's in that base that don't care. Well, they got the money, right? When everyone knows they got the money after you were put on blast with that shit you was doing, excuse me, right? You was up to a whole bunch of stuff, right? You got caught. Then you release the money. You know, Dillian Whyte's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Luis Ortiz is this. Deontay Wilder, I want him, and this and that. Instead of just, you know, saying the real. Bottom line, you could have fought Ortiz on 2 or 3 occasions, which we won't get into. You could have fought Dominic Brazil and beat him, and then you get Wilder. You could have got Wilder a long time ago. Then you could have been the IBF champion by now. You would have beat Kubrat Pulev, went over there to Bulgaria and beat him, right? Then you'd be a mandatory, the IBF style. They went and done what they wanted to do, and that's what they got from it. They need to stop hating, and you just because you know that your base will ignore the facts, right? So you keep spitting that stuff out there. It makes you look silly to normal people. All Dillian Whyte has to do to shut everyone up, and he needs himself as well. Just fight Ortiz, and it's a done deal. Matter of fact, you can still fight Dominic Brazil too, by the way, but he ain't there right now. But fight Ortiz, You get the Deontay Wilder. I'm sure the offer's still there. He's been telling you for you, just fight Ortiz and you got me. That won't happen. Ortiz could be this, Ortiz could be that, but they won't fight him, right? So let's just stop listening to Dillian Whyte. His fight against Maurice Vach, hey, that could have been against Filip Hrgovic, for example. That should have been, right? Since he's not banned, if he's able to fight, then he's been training, then, right? So he could fight Filip Hrgovic. That would have been a good fight. So things like that, whatever with Dillian Whyte. Ain't nothing like you have nothing against him, but at the end of the day, it's not really fair what he's up to and what he's able to get away with when you're talking doping and when you're talking putting names out there that you didn't want to fight. Those are the things with Dillian Whyte. But he's going to fight Maurice Vach. Let's see what happens there. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.